Hi guys, it's Jeff Keighley here on the set of the bonus round, and today we happen to be taping this weekend's episode that you'll see on Sunday with Michael Pachter, Jessica Chobot, and Kyle Bossman. But we wanted to post something special earlier in the week because today was a very sad day for everyone in the gaming industry. Ryan Davis, who many of you know from Giant Bomb, I knew him back when he worked at GameSpot as well, unfortunately passed away, and we just want to take a little bit of time to talk about Ryan, who, Michael, we were talking before, he really was one of the great guys in the business, I think. I never heard him say anything negative about anyone in the business. He just had a huge heart on the Giant Bomb cast and was really an amazing guy, and 34 years old. I mean, I just turned 35, and it's shocking to think that he's no longer with us, and he was such a great proponent for the business. Do you have any, I mean, you've been on the Giant Bomb cast before, Michael. I was lucky to be on it last year at E3. Such a great guy, right?
Yeah, you know, I have to say, I have him kind of compartmentalized right where I have you. Like, I've known the guy as long as I've been working in the industry, and I think when I first found out how young he was, I was shocked. I mean, he's been working, I think he's been doing this since he was a teenager as well. He is just one of those guys, as is Jeff Gerstmann, as is you, who has grown up in this industry. And where he really stands out, and this is what we were talking about off camera, this is an industry full of really good people. I mean, good, talented, good, kind people, big-hearted people. Ryan stood out. I mean, Ryan, he never, ever had anything negative to say about anybody. Yeah. I think, you know, we were talking about this, even when he didn't like a game, he was very careful to criticize the game itself, not the people who made it. You know, I tweeted this today, and I mean it sincerely. I would walk away from seeing that guy with a smile on my face every single time, and it bothers me I never said that to him. Yeah. But he's just a good dude that, you know, he made everybody around him better and happier, and I miss him already. Yeah,
no, he was an incredibly talented guy, really loved games, and I think, you know, whenever you saw him, you talked to him, it was clear that he was a true gamer. He was really passionate about our business. Jessica, I know you spent some time with, obviously, being up in San Francisco, working in that community and things like that. Do you have any kind of fond memories of Ryan? Or, I mean, that crew, and, you know, you guys were obviously, you know, IGN, GameSpot, everyone was sort of hanging at Giant Bomb. I mean, he was a real member of this gaming journalism community, as Michael said, for a long time, and I think made an incredible contribution in that he was so passionate about games.
Well, unfortunately, I actually didn't know him that well. I mean, I think we were transitioning right when I was moving back down to LA, and I never, unfortunately, I never really got to know him, but everything that I've heard about him has been incredibly positive. And even, you know, no matter what, whether how familiar or how unfamiliar I am with him, it's always sad to see somebody within the industry go, because a lot of people, I think, and by a lot of people I mean the people at home that aren't involved in the industry, think that it's this huge pool of people, and while there's a lot of people involved, everybody knows each other for the most part, you know, and if you don't know them indirectly, you know them indirectly, or you've heard of them, and so it's a pretty small pond, and so when you have one of your own kind of unfortunately pass away, it's really sad.
Absolutely. I remember, you know, last year Greg Miller was having some issues, and he overcame cancer and things like that, and it was it's amazing as we all sort of grow up, because a lot of us started young, and now it's like, here we are.
That's what's kind of scary is, you know, you don't realize you're getting older, and then all of a sudden things like this happen, and it's like you know, it's a lot of people's first experiences sometimes with death, and it's just like, whoa, I would never in a million years think anybody our age could pass away.
Yeah, we just saw him, you know, a few weeks ago. Ryan just got married, just, you know, literally at the start of July. We saw him at E3, and he was doing his Bombcast there and things like that, and was, you know, perfectly happy, great at E3.
I was always happy, and you know, that's something you take away. Is, you know, life's too short to be unhappy. So, I will say, I think the guy. I'm sorry he's gone, but I think the guy died a happy man, and I think that's great. He lived a happy life, and he made other people around him happy. So I can't say enough about the guy.
And he leaves behind an incredible legacy, I think, with the Giant Bombcast. And Kyle, I know you've established a great fan base on GameTrailers with a lot of your fans, and I think, you know, they're people that are like the fans of the Giant Bombcast, who just love games and are passionate about gaming in a big way.
And what's interesting about all of those guys, but, you know, Ryan as well, is like, I've heard people say, oh, I hate their opinions, but I just loved their personalities. Yep. Exactly, and it's things like that. It's about incorporating your own personality into this thing we do, video games media, and so I think that's an important legacy.
No, you're right, Kyle, and for anyone that wants to to know more about Ryan, the Giant Bombcast is obviously up online on the websites. People can listen to all his great episodes over the years. I know you did a Giant Bombcast once at PAX, I remember.
Yeah, my
and
favorite thing about doing the Giant Bombcast was that there was always alcohol available, and they made you drink it. So again, that's a Ryan thing. It's like, I remember once we were drinking their homemade wine, which tasted like a combination of urine and grape juice. I'm not sure exactly what they did to it, but he insisted that I have some of it. It was horrible. But they're good guys.
Great guy. No, and they were.
I like that whole crew. I love Ryan. I miss him.
No, real people. And yeah, it's sad news. So we wanted to remember Ryan. Of course, you can check out his Giant Bombcasts and head to giantbomb.com for more memories of Ryan Davis. Thanks, guys, and we'll be back on Sunday with an all-new episode of Bonus Round right here on GT.